Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. Good evening. I started this platform called Dark Skin Activism in 1998, before anybody talked about dark skin, before anybody talked about colorism, before anybody cared about speaking on colorism, speaking on dark skin discrimination, speaking on darkism. I created the first platform in history for the eradication of colorism, dark skin discrimination, and darkism. I am the reason anybody online, anybody on television talks about dark skin colorism. And yes, that's a big, bold, brash statement. And I can do that because it's all facts. Like it or not, it's all facts. And I only care about what is factual, what is the truth, what is real. Now, my website is darkskinactivist.com. I've written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world. My books include Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the very first motivational book ever created for dark-skinned females. My other books include Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment, which is my latest book, and A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, which is the book version of my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. And by the way, my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, is a one-woman show where I play multiple dark-skinned characters. The most recent performance was on June 26th. By the end of the year, I will be performing another one of my dark-skinned shows, keeping in line with this lane that I created, which is the first. And anybody talking about dark skin and colorism, you following my blueprint, except for Cola Booth. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Not fake. I'm not phony. I'll tell you straight up what it is, whether you like it or not. A lot of people take issue with the fact that I call the plagiarism out, that I call out people that have plagiarized, ripped off, and stolen from my platform. I don't like it, and I don't have to like it. Get over it. With that introduction, you have to get that cleared up before I even move any further so that you understand context here. So I'm speaking on a reality show called Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I'm speaking on it from the dark-skinned activist perspective because this is the lane that I created in 1998, and I've been the dark-skinned activist. I've been critiquing darkism, colorism in all facets of human life. Doesn't matter what facet, what area. Because darkism and colorism rears its ugly head, and I see it through my eyes. This is how I see it as the dark-skinned activist. So keeping in line with that framework, let me tell you something. And I'm just going to get straight to the point because it's what I see on this show makes me upset, because I see two lighter skinned females that are really full of themselves, and they're not treating the dark skinned female with the respect that she deserves. But at the same time, understand that dark-skinned women, you got to command your respect, because due to darkism, you automatically placed in the category of being at the bottom. That's what the world has done. That's what society has done. They try to force dark-skinned women at the bottom. But honey, Tisha, you rich and you dark-skinned. You good. You rich and you're dark-skinned. You do not need to have this dark-skinned, light-skinned friendship. You don't need it. Get rid of it. And I'm the type, I don't care what skin tone you is. If you're not good for me, if you're not a good friend, if you feel you're better than me, if you feel that I gotta kiss your behind, I'm done with you. I cut you off. I'll leave you alone because I don't operate like that. And dark-skinned women have to have that mentality, because from what I see, and for the record, this is the dark-skinned activist commentary. So get over it. Don't come in my comment section hollering about somebody ain't light-skinned. To me, Mel is light-skinned or lighter skin. To me, this a new character on the show, Destiny, is lighter skin or light skin. To me, I see it like this. This is how I see it. This ain't how you see it. This is my commentary. So get over it. And for those of you who don't know, Love and Marriage Huntsville is a reality show about Black real estate investors in Huntsville, Alabama. Now, do I like this show? Absolutely. I like this show because it's showcasing Black people with money and that are successful. And it's to me, it's an outlier. They're outliers. But at the same time, I love seeing the light skin, the dark skin, the brown skin Black couples coming together in marriage and in money and just doing their thing, raising their family, taking care of their kids. I love that aspect. That's what I want for the Black community as a whole. Now, no community is going to be perfect, but overall, we can see that from what we're seeing on this reality show, the relationships are intact. And I pray that God keeps these Black men and women together. So don't come up on here hollering about, oh, you hating, because in fact, I don't give a damn if you do. I don't give a damn. That don't matter to me. You can't tell me how I feel. I'm telling you how I feel. You're not going to tell me how I feel. I love seeing Black men and women together, married, in healthy relationships, raising their families, and not in poverty. That's why I really like this show. And each couple has really great attributes. Each couple has their strengths. I could speak on the Black men just raising and taking care of their kids. People always holler about Black men don't do this, Black men don't do that. Well, on this show, we clearly see Martell, whatever you want to say about him, Marsal, whatever you want to say about him. And forgive me. Hold on one second. Give me a second. Give me a second. See, to me, Maurice is not, he's not so full of drama. To me, he's kind of like the person that's the least full of drama. That's in my opinion. I don't see him like that. So sometimes the people that have all the drama going on are the ones that get all the attention. But I like the fact that Maurice is making it his business, making it his mission to take care of his son. Okay, so my point is there are some really great Black people on the show, and that's the strength of the show. What I don't like is the way that dark-skinned Tisha is being treated by two of these lighter-skinned females. Mel, for all the great things you have about you, this woman is obviously, she's smart, she's good at business, but she has an attitude, especially towards Letitia, to where she feels as if she's superior to Letitia. You're not superior to Letitia. And I don't understand how Letitia could sit there and just some of the stuff that she says to her. She says something to the effect of when Tisha came to her Mel's children's birthday party, they went and had a little side conversation about an event that Mel kicked her out of. First of all, that'd be a done deal for me. You only got one time and I'm done with you. Finished, done. Anyway, she pulls her off to the side and they have this little talk and she says something to the effect of, regarding empowering women that she empowered Letitia. Child, ain't no way in hell she could be talking to me like that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But I mean, listen, everybody responds and reacts the way that they react. I'm just saying, I'm not going to allow any female you're my equal. You my equal. That's how I go. You're not going to talk to me in a disrespectful, condescending tone. That's number one. Dark-skinned women got to understand this. Some of us don't understand this. And I just don't like the way that Letitia is being portrayed. That was just so disrespectful. And you could see that Mel has a superiority complex. She thinks she's better. And it's based on what she says to Letitia and how she treats her. The dynamic, there's always a power dynamic in relationships. Somebody got to have the power, whether you be in a marriage, a friendship, whatever type of relationship there is, a school relationship, a work relationship. And in their friendship, from what we're seeing, because if this is reality TV, I believe it's probably scripted. The power in their relationship, to me, it resided with Mel. And you can just see in the way she interacts and talks with Letitia and how she is condescending and the things that come out of her mouth that she feels, I am the boss. I am superior. I set the terms of our friendship. I decide if I want to be friends with you. Child. No, ma'am. My mama always told me. My mama said, never kiss somebody's ass to get along with them. And boy, have I lived by that. And I got people that don't like me now. They don't like me. It's not because I'm a bad person. It's not for any particular reason. They don't like me because I'm not willing to kiss your ass. Nope. I don't kiss ass. If I like you, I like you. For you. Okay, if I want to be friends with you, it's something that I see in you that is worthy of friendship. It ain't gonna be about me chasing behind you, running behind you, trying to get you to be my friend. I don't care how much status you got. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what you have, because that's not what it's about with me. Friendship to me is more of a honest thing, of a human thing. Do I really like this person? Is this person a good person? Do we vibe together? Is this person real? Are you fake? Are you phony? Are you putting on? That right there, I can't take. And I can't take a female, because I've seen this in my life within our community, and without thinking that you're better than me. You're not better than me because you are of a lighter skin tone. No, ma'am. You're not better than me because your hair is not nappy. No, ma'am. We're going to look each other eye to eye, and you're going to understand that we're equals. That's how this is going to go. It ain't going to be, I'm up here and I'm more powerful than you are, and you're down here beneath me, and you got to beg and plead and get my approval. And 1 minute I give it to you and I take it away. Never that. Never. And that is the dynamic that I see that is going on here. And Destiny. See, Destiny and Mel, to me, they're similar. They both have this sort of superiority complex, because even with Kimmy in her interaction with Destiny got upset because she didn't know, I believe it was who her husband was. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Now, I do like Kimmy. Kimmy comes across as very authentic. She comes across as honest. And she's has relationships with, Mel and Tisha. And I believe she genuinely, honestly wants to be there for both of them. I sense just a genuineness coming from her that I don't see that in Mel. I don't see it. This is aside from her accomplishments. I already said that I think that her business accomplishments with her husband and their marriage is great. I hope they stay married forever. I was appalled and sickened by the woman that tried to break up their marriage. I can't stand home wreckers. I can't stand women who come in and try to break up a happy home. I think that's foul and low down. So in that regard, in certain regards, I can look at Mel and go, I agree with her. I like this about her. But that's the superiority complex that she has towards Letitia. And there's underlying darkism there. It's underlying dark. But the thing is, Tisha is a dark-skinned, wealthy female. That alone sets her apart. Let's face it. We don't have a lot of dark-skinned, wealthy females married to Black men that's, doing well and that's wealthy. We don't have that in our community. We just don't. So right there, that right there puts Tisha on an exceptional level in my book. I already respect her for that. She's very beautiful. To me, she's the most prettiest on the show. And that's not even because she's dark skinned. It's just, I just think that she's the most prettiest on the show. And, so she doesn't have to, you don't need Mel. If she don't want to be friends with you, bye. Child, please. I turn my back and walk away and I won't look back. No, ma'am. That's how I've been like that my whole life, and it served me well. Learn to turn your back and walk away and don't look back. Is it Job? Wife that looked back turned into the pillar of salt? Turn your back, walk away, don't look back. Simple as that. Now, this Destiny, she was so rude when she went to have this meeting with Marcel about doing some work for her. And she was rude to and condescending to Tisha. And I think that she feels that she has that type of past because, again, Mel is their light-skinned leader. So she is aware of the way that Mel interacts with Tisha and of their relationship dynamics. And she feels that she can just treat this woman in any kind of way. And in the confessional, she was saying, and I'm paraphrasing, she was speaking on, why was Tisha here? I came here to meet with Marcel about my business. That's her husband. Honey, they are one. How can you be so disrespectful? She rubs me the wrong way. I don't like her character at all. I don't. There's sometimes Mel can have some redeeming qualities about her. And I just, with Mel, I just felt sorry for her. And I felt her pain because I didn't like the fact that another Black woman would come in and try to break up the happy home of another Black woman, because I would never do that. I think that's low down. So that's the thing that made me empathetic to Mel. But this chick, Destiny, it's like, wait a minute. How are you coming in here? Would you like for somebody to do that to you? You and your husband running a business together, and some female walks up in there and is all chatty with your husband and tries to not acknowledge you and like, what are you doing here? They run their business together. She don't make no sense. She's not making any sense. Not making any sense. Business and all, I don't even care. I just don't like that disrespect going towards Tisha. I don't like it. You don't have to disrespect her like that. There's no reason for it. There's absolutely no reason for this woman to be disrespectful towards Tisha and be all friendly with her husband. That's suspect to me. See, I don't play that. You ain't gonna be, ain't no female. Let me tell you how the dark-skinned activist rocks with my man. Ain't no female finna roll up on me and my man, and we're in business together and we're doing something together, and you think that you finna disrespect me and be all cordial and nice and friendly and chatty with my man. No, that's disrespectful. We don't do that over here. Tisha is a nice, and that's the thing that I've been telling people. See, people always want to holler about dark-skinned women are treated a certain way because they're loud or they're mean or they're rude. Tisha is nice. She's not ratchet. She's not ghetto. She's not loud. She's a wife. She's a good mother. She's not any of the stereotypes that people try to fraudulently put off on dark-skinned women. Yet she still is experiencing darkism. And this time she's experiencing it at the hands of not the men, but the women. So that go to show you right there that all these lies that people tell about why dark-skinned women are treated a certain way because of their attitude. If that was the case, then Tisha would be getting treated like gold because she's a nice woman. That's why I've been telling people for years. It's not no attitude. That's the cop out for darkism. That is an excuse for darkism. That is an excuse to treat dark-skinned women any kind of way. Now, are there dark-skinned women out there with bad attitudes? Absolutely. Are there white women out there with bad attitudes? Absolutely. Are there light-skinned women out there with bad attitudes? Absolutely. But who bears the brunt of the negativity? Who bears the brunt of the negative stereotypes? Dark-skinned women, and the common denominator is their dark skin. They're dark skin. It's the dark skin. It's the dark skin. So I would say, Letitia, you rich, you got money, you have risen above as a dark-skinned woman. You one of the few out there to rise above as a dark-skinned woman. You got your money, honey. You got your husband, your family, your mom. You have a great relationship with your mom. Yeah, your mom, she does do some messy stuff that I don't agree with. But your mom loves you. You have so much to offer. I would chuck the deuces and cut my losses and keep it moving. And actually, it's no loss. It's no loss. If somebody don't want to be friends with me, let me tell y'all, I was like this when I was in elementary school. I never forget, y'all. I will never forget, honey. This was in kindergarten. And I remember that I was this little skinny little dark-skinned girl with a lot of nappy hair on my head, a lot of beautiful nappy hair on my head. And there was this lighter skinned little girl, way lighter than me, with what black people we call it good hair, that baby hair. And apparently she had already been, her family had let her know that she was superior and she didn't want to play with me. I'll never forget it. And how old are you in kindergarten? What, 5? I chucked the deuces. Child, please. Goodbye. I've always been that way. I don't need you. God created me. The only thing we need is God. The only thing we need is God. We do not have to beg friendship or be friends with someone that doesn't want or appreciate your value as a human being. Anytime somebody think they're better than you because of physical attributes, you don't need to be friends with that person anyway. And sometimes people are not going to tell you that they think they're better than you because they're light skinned or they're not dark skinned or they got a certain type of hair. They're not going to tell you that. They'll show it to you in their actions. So you got to be wise enough to know. You got to be wise enough to know when to let go and keep it moving. That's my take on this. And I don't like it. But this is a reality show. And people are showcasing their lives. And I just pray for Letitia's continued success, which I already know that's going to happen anyway. You know, all they continued success. But I don't like the way they treat Tisha. I'm with her mama on that one. I see why her mama is very protective of her. Her mother knows her daughter well. And her mother can see certain things. People might say, well, you know, she's being messy or she's being disrespectful. And some of this disrespect I don't agree with now. I don't agree with disrespecting people. But I do understand, and I can clearly see that this woman is there to protect her daughter from the vultures. And I see it, and I understand it, and I respect it. But I don't think Kimmy is that type of person, though. I just don't. I don't read her like that. I don't feel that coming from her at all. She just seems so genuine to me, and she's honest, and she, you know, just seems like a good person. But that's my take on it. Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skin activist. Nobody would be talking about dark skin on TV, on social media, if I didn't put it on the map. Say thank you. Rashida Strober, I am the world's first and only dark skin activist, the creator, the designer, the architect of the very first platform in history for dark skin. If you want to make a contribution, go to my Cash App, $Rashidalala. Once again, $Rashidalala. I will be putting out another dark skin show towards the end of the year. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you become a member of my website, darkskinactivist.com, so you can get that update. And I will also be putting out my book. I believe this is my 6th dark skin book. I've written more dark skin books than anybody in the world. The book is called Inventing Dark Skin Activism, the Rashida Strober story, coming soon. Also, if you want to purchase my books, I have Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skin People Are Discriminated Against, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, and Token Dark Girl. Now, if you go to my Cash App or my PayPal and you contribute $40, because the books are $40 each. If you buy them directly from me, I will send you an autographed copy of my books, one of my books, because they're $40 each. You can also get the books on Amazon, and you can also get my books at my website, darkskinactivist.com.